Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a brand that I knew very little about before I got the shipment from my good buddy Gil at Wild About Sporting Goods. I met a guy, I saw them at Blade HQ when they did a grand opening, I think it was about 2 years ago now, in their new facility in Salt Lake City, or a small town outside of Salt Lake, whatever it is. I happened to be in Salt Lake doing some contract work for a few months and ran down there on a Saturday for the grand opening and had a blast meeting the guys at Blade HQ, meeting some of the vendors, and the Boker rep there at the table kind of felt sorry for my bald head out in the sun and gave me a Boker hat. So I have a Boker hat that I wear quite a bit, and now I've got some Boker knives to at least handle, share with you guys, and then send back to my buddy Gil. So let's just start off with Gil from Wild About Sporting Goods is the guy who sent these in. You can pause this and write down his number, and his website will be in the description below. Reach out to him, call him up, text him, smoke signal him if you want anything Boker related, Benchmade related, CRKT related. And he's got Medfords and a whole bunch of other things. So check out his website. He's got a lot going on. So this is the kind of a cool packaging. I like how it's down here and it kind of sticks through the, top flap, and then it comes with, a little carrying sleeve thing and whatnot. And what we've got here is the Davis Classic Hunter, and the reference number is 110624. Right now, the MSRP on these is $300. And you can get with Gil, and I'm sure he will give you a deal. But let's just dive into the specs, and then we'll kind of ramble about it. Close length is just a hair over 5 inches. It is just a manual, standard, opening type knife. Overall length is 8 7/16. The blade length is 3.4 inches with an edge length of 3.31. The blade thickness is 0.15, so it's pretty hefty. And it is Boker N690 steel, which is great. And I totally forgot to put this on the scale and weigh it. So if I remember, I'll put that in the description. Sorry, it's not very heavy. The overall thickness is 0.52 inches. So there's a lockback. It's not a drop shetty at all. It is, very smooth action, solid lockup. There's a tiny bit of side-to-side play. It is kind of a fingerprint magnet. I will apologize for that right now. And it's super shiny, so the lighting in here does play games with it. I apologize for that. But we'll do some close-ups here as we get into it. The blade is not scratched. That's just some smudge on the blade. I don't know. So it's a pretty nice edge. It's pretty sharp. So I do like that. Stainless steel bolsters, a kind of a brownish red micarta scales, and they kind of break up the bolster and the scales with a line of red, and there is a red liner kind of all the way around, which kind of looks pretty cool. I don't exactly know what the material is in the backspacer. It looks like it's maybe carbon fiber or chunk of micarta maybe. Yeah, it's probably similar micarta to what the scales are. Yeah, it's that. That's what it is. Has a cool lanyard hole. The fit and finish, I cannot feel a difference in the material here at all. Not even with a fingernail. So the fit and finish on this really is impeccable. between the scale and the bolster can feel a little bit, but really you're feeling the difference in material. You're not really feeling the seam, if that makes sense. Same with the pins. You don't feel the pins at all. It's like it's a solid piece. It's really nice. I like how they put the sleeve in for the lanyard hole. And it feels great in the hand. Let me zoom back out. It feels really good in the hand. This is something that you could, really whittle on and use out, camping and whatnot. This would be a really good user for that. It does kind of attract fingerprints. That I don't love, but that's just the nature of the beast with this type of material and the flashy look. So there is no pocket clip. There is not a sheath that comes with it. So it's meant to just fit in your pocket. It's all very well rounded and contoured. So it feels really smooth and nice in the hand and would fit in your pocket really well. For size comparisons, because I totally spaced doing that. Let me see if I can do it this way and if that helps with the lighting. Totally forgot to do that with my CRKT CEO yesterday or this morning, on the last video. So here it is next to Sharpie. Chris Reeve, large Sabenza 21, roughly the same size, similar shape, similar handle, sizing. The handle on the Boker is a little bit bigger, but feels very similar in the hand. And what else I got here? Well, we'll just compare it with the CRKT CEO since it's right here. And that way people can kind of get a size for that too, right? Because I think this CEO is actually very cool. I'm still just kind of tickled by the CEO. The CEO is just kind of cool. I don't know what to say about that one. So, and how about a Spyderco Endura? I think that's pretty common, what people are familiar with, to really give you an idea on the Boker. So I did a little bit of research on the Boker so far, and I'll do some more because I have a few more Bokers to show. It's a company that's been around for a long time. They actually were a hardware store back in the 17th century. They started making sabers in Germany in 1829, and they moved to their Solingen, Germany factory in 1869, where they are still today. Best I can understand, and I probably pronounced that totally wrong, but what are you going to do? German is not my first language, obviously. And I actually took German in high school and failed miserably. But these are all handmade in that same factory in Germany and have been for 150 years. So that's pretty cool. And it is a quality piece. There is, a little bit of blade play when it's closed. There is a slight bit of blade play side to side when it's open. But the lockup is solid. It is a back lock, so it's going to be secure. And the fit and finish, outside of that slight bit of blade play, is really phenomenal. Is this my kind of a knife? Not really. It's probably not something I would buy and own, but that's just a personal preference. I think it's really great, and I am super excited that Gil thought to send me some stuff that I would not normally see because it's just not in my wheelhouse. So again, that's kind of what the channel is about. Everything from high-end one-off customs down to, $40 CRKT CEOs or $300 lockback hunting, kind of gentleman classic folding knives. So I greatly appreciate it, Gil. And like I said, I've got a few more Bokers to show that you saw from the unboxing the other day. But all around, this is a really good knife. If you're into that style of knives, I can wholeheartedly recommend Boker, and Gil will definitely hook you up if you so choose. So thanks for watching. I greatly, greatly appreciate your time. Have yourselves an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next one.